there. Right on the bottom row. Right in front of the... She was helping. Yeah, let's go. Daniel, I'm going to give you a thumbs up in a couple minutes. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like we started going a little bit too fast. Just watch my drumstick like his. You just want to go right about that speed, okay? Right there. Not too fast, not too slow, just kind of like that. Is this on?
Yeah. I don't want to break it. I'm too short for this, Daniel.
Because it's going on a live stream. Oh, okay. So, but you are being recorded. Okay.
Oh,
okay. Yes. Thank you.
Ja, met jou vier dan petit
stories from our staff in the residential department, in the kitchen, in the school, about what incredible integrity these young people have. And in this day and age, that is something that's very hard to come by, whether you're an adult or whether you're a teenager. And for these young people to persistently make the right choices when nobody is looking is something to be celebrated on any day. And so we are so proud of you for the type of people that you have become, as well as for the educational things you have accomplished. So we want to welcome you and thank you for being here. One of the things that we would like to do is just take a quick moment to tell you why you have a quilt on the back of your chair. That is a gift from the Indian Board of Education for the Pierre Indian Learning Center. And this year they decided that they just wanted you to have a little something special because you're a small class. They were able to do something just a little unique for you. Your names are on there, as well as Pierre Indian Learning Center and Class of 2025. So we do hope that whenever you take a look at those quilts, you remember your time here, and you remember your friends, and you remember the staff, and you remember your teachers. And one other thing that we have for you is actually a feather and a plume. And if you have a family member here, we would ask the family member to please come and get the plume for your graduate. If you don't have a family member here, and you have other family, you have either a staff person, a Native American staff person, or one of our board members who would be very happy to put this on you. So we actually have black and white plumes that are for our young gentlemen, and we have red plumes that are for our young ladies. So at this time, I would like to invite any family members who are representing a graduate to please come forward. And if you are somebody who does not have an actual member of your family from your community here today, one of the members of your PILC community and family is going to present you with this honor. Thank you.
Okay, we'd like to ask at this moment that you keep all your phones off and no videos, no photos, okay? This is for us a sacred event, so thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Jessie Taken Alive Rencounter. Jessie is an enrolled member of the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe. She has worked as a school counselor, serving hundreds of students for over 15 years, and was named the Great Plains Emerging Tribal Writers Award for her first children's book. Utilizing the teachings from her Lakota culture combined with a school counselor lens, she has published 7 children's books. Jessie was invited to be a guest speaker for Facebook and Instagram in the fall of 2021. Her passion is to help people remember their importance in life and to utilize their unique talents to create better communities for future generations to come. She is also a Lakota jingle dress dancer and loves to educate others about Lakota culture using storytelling combined with traditional song and dance. Jessie was also named a future legacy leader by the Spirit Aligned Leadership Program, an international organization, and has been a South Dakota Humanities Council presenter. Please extend a warm PILC welcome to Jessie Taken Alive Rencounter.
Thank you. Ambeto washte medakiapi. Jessie Taken Alive Rencounter no wichach betumpi mi lemie. Hunk papa Lakota imataham. Good day, relatives. I'm really happy to be here with you. My Lakota name is Wichach Betumpiwi, which means woman who was born from the stars. My English name, like was mentioned, is Jessie. My maiden last name is Taken Alive. My married last name is Rencounter. And I come to you from the band of Lakota called the Hunkpapa Lakota. I grew up on the Standing Rock Reservation all my life, and today I make my home in Rapid City, on the gateway to the beautiful Black Hills, the birthplace creation story of our Lakota people. Like was mentioned in the introduction, I had the honor and the privilege of working as a school counselor for many years, and now I'll get into a little bit here in a bit of what I do today. But you know, I witnessed, all of us here, we all witnessed something beautiful that just happened, of tying on that plume, that feather onto these young relatives here that we're honoring and celebrating here today. And it's one of the highest honors that you can receive, is to be able to earn a feather, to earn a plume. These aren't just given to people. Historically, you had to have done something amazing, and that's what these young relatives have done today. They've accomplished a beautiful goal, and today we got to witness a relative, a loved one, someone who supports them, tie that feather, that plume onto them today. And so to the young people that are graduating today, I want to encourage you to utilize that, to not just tuck it away and forget about it, because just like your board chair was saying, that there's going to be some tough times that come in life. That's kind of what life is about. We get through these challenges, but during those challenging times, pull out that plume, that feather, and pray with it. That's who we are as Lakota people, as Indigenous people. We have that connection with what we call Creator, or Tungashala, or Wankantanka, to be able to use that. And what you earn, what you're wearing in your paiche, your hair today, is that reminder to always utilize that. You're going to find strength in that down the road. I want to share a story with you, because it's helped shape who I am today as a Lakota woman and a mother and a wife. I'm a mother of 4 daughters, a wife of my husband for 24 years. But I want to rewind many years ago. I'll give my age away if I tell you this, but 30 years ago this month, I was the speaker at my 8th grade graduation. As I was driving here today from Rapid City, I thought, wow, it's kind of funny how life works out. 30 years later, I had no idea I would be coming today to be a part of your big celebration as a speaker. 30 years ago, at my 8th grade graduation, I thought I had maybe a little glimpse of an idea of what life was about. I had no idea back then, as an 8th grader, of all the beautiful things that were going to be coming in the future, as well as the hardships. Like I said a little bit ago, life is about getting through those challenges. Life is about being able to utilize those challenges for opportunities of growth. If I could rewind time and speak to that 8th grade young lady of me 30 years ago and speak to you today as 8th grade graduates, I would encourage you to utilize the challenges in life as opportunities for growth. Because I'm going to guarantee you that you're going to have challenges in life. Life is not easy. It's not a walk in the park. Every single one of us, we have gone through and will continue to go through challenges in our life. These challenges are going to either set us up to a path of down the wrong road, or we're going to allow them to transform into growth for ourselves, to become a better version of who we are. And if I would have told my 8th grade version of myself 30 years ago of all the things that were coming, I might have hid away in my room and said, I don't want to come out. But the older version of me today says, I'm really happy that I was able to get where I am today, to be able to experience not only the challenges, but the beautiful things that life has to offer. All of us here, whether we're 8th grade graduates, family members, staff, friends and such, all of us here, we are here on what we call Unchimaka, Grandmother Earth, for a short temporary time. With us, when we're born, before we were even born, we chose to be here. We chose the family that we were going to be born into. Some of us chose family members that showed us love. Some of us chose family members that are teaching us about forgiveness, about compassion. Whatever the reason is, our teachings as Lakota people, as Indigenous peoples, we say we choose the family before we even are born. Allow those lessons for the family members that we have chose to help us grow as a person, to help our nari, our spirit, grow and such. We can be really either bitter and angry at some of our loved ones that we have chose, or we can say, I'm going to look at this experience and the teachings that I'm going to learn from this upbringing, and I'm going to use it for the betterment. Now, when I was a 1st grader many years ago, a 6-year-old, in the 1st grade, my teacher walked into the class one day, like usual, and she says, boys and girls, today we are going to become authors. We're going to publish a book. And I loved reading. I loved writing. I loved everything about imagination, using my imagination. My 6-year-old self got super excited. In my 6-year-old mind, I imagined the book that we were going to publish. I imagined it sitting on bookshelves in classrooms, read by students, in homes of many family members. I imagined it sitting in a bookstore. And I was so excited. I kind of tuned my teacher out for a little bit, and my imagination started going fast. I looked up at the bulletin board. It was October, because the bulletin board theme was all about Halloween. And so my little 6-year-old mind started creating a story about Halloween and a witch. Reality check came, and she says, these books are going to be ours, and we're going to be able to share them with her family members. What I found out is that what she did is she took some big 1st grade line paper, folded it in half to make a book and stapled it. And then we used yarn to attach that to a cardboard that we had a front cover and a back cover. We put some wallpaper, nice decorative sticky paper on there, and she helped us write our title and our author name. Even though it wasn't quite what I had imagined, I was still proud of that one book. I carried that little book with me everywhere. And every grown-up that I came across at school or at home, I made them read that book. My parents probably read it a couple dozen times. But when I would watch people read that book, my heart got so excited with pride, because they were reading something that came from my imagination. And I started realizing, wow, I can create something with my imagination, and they're going to read it. I can't wait to create more books. I'm going to be an author when I grow up. Well, back then, we didn't have phones, cell phones. If we wanted to record something, we had these great big camcorders. They look like TV recorders and cameras. My dad, the time we lived out in the country, my dad worked for one of his jobs. He had to interview somebody who came out to the country for work. And I watched him as he set up this big camera on the tripod in the living room. He hooked it up to the TV, and we only had 3 channels back then. But I watched as this man sat down on the chair, and my dad recorded him and asked some questions. I was so excited peeking around the corner as a 6-year-old, watching from the kitchen, because my 6-year-old mind, again, I thought, wow, anybody who's tuned into this one of these 3 channels is watching this man in our house, right? And then the light bulb went off. I thought, oh, I'm going to ask my dad if I can read my book. So all the thousands or millions of people, they can listen to my story. And so after his guest left, I said, Dad, I want to read my book on TV. My dad didn't have the heart to tell me, my little 6-year-old self, that it wasn't really broadcasted on TV. He let me believe it. And I sat on that chair and I read my book, and I would look up and I'd glance at myself on the TV thinking, everyone's watching me read my book. That planted a seed in me many years ago as a 6-year-old self. Fast forward, we go through grade school. I started realizing, gosh, all these books I'm reading, I really can't relate to. None of the characters have anything in common with me. The characters don't even look like me or have brown skin. And it wasn't until I was in the 6th grade when I read a book that changed my life. It was called Water Lily. Water Lily was the book that I read over and over. It was about a young girl, a Lakota girl. Even though it took place historically in a setting, I was still excited because I could relate to this character. When they talked about Sundance and different ceremonies, I was excited. And then later I found out the author was a Lakota woman. It lit that little dream as a 6-year-old back up again. And I was excited, and I thought, oh, well, maybe I can write books. Life happens again. Fast forward all the way until after I graduate college and with a master's degree. I'm working as a school counselor. And I noticed that I can't find books that will help me with the students I'm working with. So I start creating my own stories. Sometimes kids would go home and they would tell these stories to their parents and grandparents. I get a phone call one day, and it's a grandfather. He says, Mrs. Rencounter, I need to know the title of that book that you read to my little granddaughter. She came home and she told us all about this book. She was so excited. She's not angry at her mom anymore. She's not angry that she shut down. What's the title? And I chuckled and I said, it's just a story I made up. It's not a book. He says, Mrs. Rencounter, you need to make this into a book. And I chuckled because I thought it was silly, the idea of me being an author. And he didn't laugh. He says, I'm serious, Mrs. Rencounter. He says, you need to make this into a book. And I thanked him for his encouragement and his kind words, and months went by. And then a year went by, and I saw him again. He says, Mrs. Rencounter, where is the book? And then I realized that I have to stop playing small. I have to start believing in myself, in my own dreams. Even though I did not personally know how to publish a book, I didn't know any authors, I didn't even nonetheless think that I would ever meet a Native author. I started searching. I started the process, and I prayed about it. And I was fortunate enough to be able to win a writing award for my first book called Peta Shows Me Through the Light. And that gave me the confidence to continue to keep writing. Fast forward today, I'm proud to say that I published 7 children's books. And I don't say this in a way of bragging. I say it more in a way of gratitude and humility, that when we start believing in ourselves and we stop playing small, that big things can happen for us. Today, I no longer work as a school counselor. Today, I travel all over the United States and up into Canada, sharing these books with students and families and communities. And I hear back from students and families and teachers, thank you for writing these books. Thank you because it's helped my son in this way, or my daughter in this way, or my students in this way. And I think back, what if I played small? What if I listened to that voice that told me, you're not good enough to write books? Who do you think you are? You're just a Native woman who grew up on a reservation. If I would have listened to that voice, I would not be living my dream career right now. I would not have inspired other children who tell me, Mrs. Rencounter, I'm going to be an author like you. Read my book, Mrs. Rencounter. And it gives me so much hope. It gives me so much excitement to know that even though it was scary to follow my dreams, even though it was scary to take that step, that I was brave enough to do it. And that is what I want to share with you, young ladies and young men today, that you have gifts to share. And that sometimes all of us in life as humans, we're going to have that voice in our head that tells us we're not good enough, that we can't do it, to just give up. It's too hard. I want to encourage you to not listen to that, but to listen to that other voice that tells you you are enough. You have a gift and you have a purpose to come, to do this role. One of your gifts might be singing. It might be spiritual gifts. It might be a writer, a storyteller. It might be teaching. Whatever that gift might be, I want to encourage you to utilize that, because every time we utilize our gifts, we make this world here on Unchimaka a better place. And as Lakota people, as Nakota, Dakota, and as Indigenous people, I like to think of us here, all of us here, no matter where we are in life and our ages, as we do not only come from survivors, our ancestors, but we come from warriors. Warriors, warrior men and warrior women who were strong enough to not only survive, but were strong enough to continue to pray for all of us here that they did not even meet in their lifetime to be here. I think it's, when I think of continuing to do my work, I think it's my responsibility and all of our responsibility to honor their sacrifices that they went through. And so I want to encourage you to make those good choices in life, because you're going to have choices every single day, every single minute, and every single moment. And each choice that we have is going to steer us down a different life or different path in life. And so I want to say congratulations, because all your choices that you have made so far in your young lives has brought you here today to be sitting in these chairs and to be wearing that plume or that feather with those blankets. So you've made some good choices already. I want to encourage you, our young relatives, to continue to make those good choices again. Kulamaye for letting me be a small part in this big celebration for you today. With that, I want to say, Midakoye Owase. Thank you.
Thank you so much. At this time, I would like to have Mr. Korber and Mr. Hockett come forward. We have some student awards.
Okay, so every year we give an award to the highest GPA, students with the highest GPA. The first student is Bree Red Owl with a GPA 3.77. Come on up. For the highest GPA for the boys is Asa Kavanaugh with 3.46. Come on up. We also give an award for students that have been here the longest. And I see the person rolling her eyes already. We have one student that has been here all 8 years. Angie Whiteblim, come on up. Here's your award. It was a tie for the boys. Both students have been here 3 years. The first student is Maylee Kent. Come on up. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Okay. And Javon Cottier with 3 years. Come on up. That's it. Okay, we are going to have the speakers speak next. The first speaker is going to be Tupac Bianis. Come on up.
Greetings and let's see here. Good afternoon. Hope you all are doing great this fine afternoon. My name is Tupac Bianis and I am from the Cheyenne River Tribe. Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe. Sorry. I appreciate and give thanks to our principal and superintendent, Mr. Korber and Mrs. Dr. Morley. I give thanks to the dorm staff such as Mr. Dan, Ryan, and Darlene Hudson. First experience here, being at the dormitory, and I think that I love my first experience. When my parents first signed me and my brother up to this school, of course they were scared, but they listened and to agree to get used to the first time being away from not seeing us every day. Nothing I can say more or less than a slight thank you for letting me come here. I think I've learned more here than at a regular school. I almost feel like yesterday I just arrived many months but many months have passed. It's amazing how time can fly by. The teachers I would like to give thanks to for my education is Miss Bowers. Although some didn't like her as a math teacher, I think she might have done a bit better than the one I had when I was in public school. Mr. Swenson, I think I never knew I could learn so many things without him as my computer and ELA teacher. Truly a great man. And Mr. Summers, many didn't like him, but they still learned to learn his lessons. I really liked the class, and I enjoyed learning about World War II. Miss Andretti, She is a really great librarian and teacher. She works hard and she really knows how to keep the class entertained, even though we get free time most of our class periods. Overall, these are the main teachers I made ends with their education styles and important things we needed to learn. How can I forget the many important people who made this experience better for me? I would like to give thanks to the many friends I've made, such as Malik, Asa, Javon, Tarek, Preston, Jeremy, Lucas, Storm, and Sam. Anyway, I've only been here for 9 months, but they have been an amazing 9 months, and I have had in a long time. I hope many of you go on for the better, especially the teachers. Have a great summer and see you all whenever. Goodbye.
Our next student speaker is Miss Bree Red Owl.
Is this my speech? Oh yeah, I need that. No, I'm joking. Anyways, Mitaku Yepi le Ampetuki Chante Washtea Wanchianka Pi Bree Red Owl Imachiapi Ogallala Sioux Tribe in Mataha PILC Lo Wablawa. My relatives, today I greet you with a warm heart. My name is Bree Red Owl and I am from Ogallala Sioux Tribe. I am a student here at PILC. I've been at PILC for about 3.5 years. And throughout those years, I made some great friends, met some of the nicest people, and created the best memories. I won't forget about the school and the people here. Gotta get ready for this. I'll miss all of my teachers, but mostly Miss Paxton, Miss Ketches, Miss Sears, Miss Andretti, Miss Boyd, Miss Bowers, Miss Cabagon, Mr. Lundy, Mr. Summers, Mr. Swenson, the Corber, Mr. Principal, Mr. Corber, the assistant, Taylor, the superintendent, Dr. Morley, and that one person that works in administration, Miss Bearstops, and everyone else I didn't mention. I'll miss the dorm staff, including Sherry, Nina, Bernice, Shayla, Jordan, Kathy, Britt, and when Rose worked in the dorm. I'll also miss Naya, PJ, where am I? Naya, PJ, Portia, Evelyn, Shayla, Cadence, Briley, Rosalind, Megan, August, Mariah, Star, and Michaela. If I didn't mention your name, I won't miss you. Just kidding! Not joking. I'll miss everyone, but mostly Natasha, Candace, or they should choose where they want to go. They should choose what they want to do. We're all unsure what to do, especially when you notice they're already graduating. Soon they'll be in college or get a job. So it's all of our jobs to support them. We want what's best for everyone. So try your best to give that support to them. Give them that feeling that they matter and their feelings and choices are important. I didn't want this to get too emotional, and it's not even that emotional, so I'll end it here. With all of that said, I hope all of these 8th graders go to a great school, have a great summer, and have the best times with their friends and families. Ampeti washte and toksha. Okay, have a great day. I will see you again soon.
Thank you, Bree. I know that was really tough because you're so shy. Our next student speaker is Israela Thunder. I just gave you that.
Mitaki Pila and Patuki Chante Washtea Wachiankapi Israel Machiapi Rosbasu Tribe Matan PILC Lobo. My relative today, I greet you with a warm heart. My name is Israela and I am from the Rosbasu Tribe. I am a student here at PILC. I want to congratulate my classmates on reaching this milestone and graduating from middle school. I am proud of all of you, and many others share this pride as well. From my classmates who came and went, I hope you are thriving and achieving your successes wherever you are. To future graduates, keep your head held high and focus on the positive. Remember, the negativity that may come your way is not important. In years to come, those hurtful words people say to you won't matter. They don't get to decide how you live, what you do when you're older, or how you feel about yourself. So live in the moment, focus on the good, and achieve your goals. Don't let others step all over you or pull you back down when you're standing tall. But most of all, don't bully. I want to thank my teachers for helping me with problems that were difficult to understand, and for the staff who were always there to ensure we felt safe. So thank you to Sherry, Nina, Jordan, Bernice, Kathy, Britt, and Shayla for being the best staff ever. Thank you to Miss Paxton, Miss Ruth, Miss Boyd, Miss Mullen, Miss Andretti, Miss Sears, Miss Paxton, Mr. Lundy, Mr. Summers, Miss Boyd, Mr. Swenson, Miss Catches, Miss Young, Rose, and any other teachers I may have forgotten. Thank you for helping me grow smarter and pushing me to be my best self. A special thanks to you, Angelina Whiteplume, for being a great friend and always making the hard moments easier to handle. Thank you for making my time here the best. I'll miss you so much. I'll miss the times we laughed and argued over silly things, the volleyball games we played together, and how we always managed to make each other laugh during the games. I'll miss our lunchtime conversations about the most random topics and your hilarious random memories. I'll miss your excited screeching when you're happy. Thank you, Angie, for always being there for me and for making me smile when I wasn't feeling good. I also want to thank Michaela for always checking up on me and noticing when I wasn't in the mood. I'll miss seeing your face when I wake up in the morning and how you would always ask me for my food. I'll miss going to DI with you and walking back to the dorms. Thank you, Michaela, for being a great friend. Although she graduated last year, thank you, Galen, for sticking by my side through the ups and downs. You always made me laugh and stood up for me. I miss you already and wish you were here to watch me graduate. Thank you for never leaving my side when everyone else did, and for always being there. I hope we can go to high school together. I remember the late nights we spent talking about random things. All the memories with you are moving, but one will always make me laugh. It's the time I walked into the room at bedtime and woke you up to tell you it was time for school. When you got up and realized it was joking, we started messing around while we laughed. Then when I was trying to sleep, you kept jumping on my bed. When you jumped again, I pushed you off and you hit your head on the wardrobe. I also cherish the time we went to Kansas City together for DI. Thank you, Galen. I will always carry the memories I made here and remember the friends I made, including Angie, Michaela, Roz, Ella, Duncan, Emiliano, Naya, Evelyn, Bree, Rachoni, Galen, Sandra, Star, Desire, Briley, Megan, Leland, Manny, Riley, Duncan, Asa, Percy, Norm, aka Storm, Raymond, and August, even though I know she cheated in that card game. Anyway, congratulations to my classmates for graduating, and thank you to everyone who helped me learn new things about life. Takia Yasin. Okay, bye.
Thank you, Izzy. Our final speaker is Miss Angelina Whiteplume.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So, yeah. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is. Hello, everyone. My name is Angelina Whiteplume. I'm from Oglala Tribe, and I've been here at PLC for 8 years. This is harder than I thought. Not the speech. Well, maybe that too. But saying goodbye. 8th grade is ending, and with one of the most important chapters of our lives. We didn't realize it was happening while we were laughing in the cafeteria, complaining about tests, or just hanging out. We didn't realize we were building something we'll never get back to. Time with people we spent with, grown with, time with friends that became like brothers and sisters, time in a place that whether we want to admit it or not, or
helped shape us. There were hard days, days when school felt long, when we failed the test or had rough days with friends, but we learned through it. Those lessons are not the kind you find on a computer or in a textbook. I want to give a few shout outs before I go any further to Dan girls and Miss Andretti, who taught me more about life than I expected, and to Mike Peets, who is no longer here, who was my best friend and a person I could run to when I was having a bad day. To our dorm staff, teachers, janitors, office staff, and most people, thank you for being part of our everyday life, even when you didn't get enough credit. To my friends, you're more than schoolmates, you're my family. Michaela, you're my safe space. You listen and made me laugh when I wanted to cry. Izzy, you made my darkest days a little brighter. Your laugh pulled me out of some of my darkest moments. Evelyn, you were a calm in the storm. Just being near you helped me breathe. Portia, you stayed when everything was falling apart. And Abaya, you made life fun. Rosalind, your spirit, your strength, I always carry that with me. To the 8th graders, high school will bring new people, new experiences, and maybe new versions of ourselves. I hope we never forget who we were, and I hope we remember the inside jokes, the secret handshake, the school dances, and the times we stood up for each other when it mattered. As we leave the school behind, let's not say goodbye. Let's say thank you to each other, and thank you for the past for preparing us for the future. Here's to high school, to growing up, and to chasing dreams, and to never forgetting where we came from. Thank you. Wait. And I want to give a shout out to my baddies, JR and Duncan and Emiliano. Yeah, you guys are baddies.
Thank you. It is not easy to get up in front of a crowd and talk. You all did an excellent job. We're going to go ahead and have a quick transition in our program. We have a video presentation that has been put together by Ms. Brittany Paxton, and she has something to share with all of us. I do believe that this will be available online. Is that correct? For everybody to watch at a later date as well. So with that, we're going to go ahead, I believe, and dim the lights and enjoy some great footage of all of you. All right, are you guys ready to graduate? All right, we can just go back to the dorm if you want. No. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to call each of your names. You're going to start over here, and you are actually, yeah, you're going to start over here, and you are going to get some items from Jackie. Where is Jackie? Or actually, Mr. Hockett, maybe you want to swing over here. You're going to be getting a sweatshirt. You're going to be getting an envelope. This envelope is important. Do not lose it. And then you're going to swing over here. Chairman Jones, would you come over here maybe? Also, and you're going to get your diploma. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to line up over here on this white line. That's where we're going to do a receiving line. Oh, I'm sorry. I lied. Over here, we're going to line up on this blue line, apparently. Would you like to just demonstrate, like walk the line? Do a little Johnny Cash for us? There you go. There you go. Right there. Apparently we're gonna line up right there. And then when we're all finished, we're gonna do a receiving line, and we'll all walk through and congratulate our 8th graders on finishing their middle school years and going on to more important things and more education and more life experiences. After we greet everybody, we are all going to have a big old family style meal in our cafeteria, and everybody is invited to go over there and enjoy another meal together as a PILC family. So family members who have traveled to be here, and friends and staff, everybody, please join us. Peer kids, you are welcome to as well. I don't know if you're able to stay, but you are more than welcome to come grab some food with us. And we thank you for being here. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. Our first, yeah, you can take those with you. They're yours. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go in the order in the program. We have Tarek Aaron, Oglala Lakota Nation. Tupac Bianis, Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe. Asa Kavanaugh, Spirit Lake Tribe. Javon Cottier, Oglala Lakota Nation. Percy Kirk, Sisseton Wahpeton Oyate. Malik Kent, Oglala Lakota Nation. Wachoni Little Whiteman, Oglala Lakota Nation. Preston Lockwood, Mandan Hidatsa Arikara Nation. Bree Redow, Oglala Lakota Nation. Israela Thunder, Rosebud Sioux Tribe. Angelina White Plume, Oglala Lakota Nation. And ladies and gentlemen, could we please have a round of applause for your 8th grade class of 2025. And with that, we can line up and congratulate these folks. Thank you for being here.
ready, so you're grabbing that hip flop every time. Are you ready, kids? I can hear you. Before you guys all head out, let's grab a picture real quick. Daniel, thank you again for helping. Thank you everybody for coming.
Yes.
It's a different guy. I think kind of like a older song. Yeah, yeah. Back or, even like throughout the year, get both groups together to do something, I think I'm all for it. I mean, we're trying to expand our group as much as we can. And I think there's little opportunities to, hey, we're not a PILC too. I think that would kind of motivate them a little bit to join again. Yeah. Well, it's like the older group that they brought last year. So when the first time we met, they all come walking in. I was like, that's not the way younger than the group before. So that was a good group they had last year too. A lot of them really. I like the yeah. They got a good group. Especially with some of the Try, layup. I'm just telling them how good you sing. I'm just telling them how good you sing. I can really hear when this guy's looking for drum. Yeah. He's been singing since he could make noises. He's been all his singing away, turns whatever he can into a drum. Take care of the feathers.